Hey everybody, it's Bill. Well, I wanted to show you some mods I've been doing on my hammock suspension. It's kind of a little sneak peek. Got your basic whoopee sling here, and of course I loop my hammock also with a tube type strap here with some am steel through that, so that's kind of got zero stretch there too. But your typical whoopee sling. Now what I've done different on my whoopee sling, and I've hit the ground a few times testing this thing over and over and over because I keep forgetting to, milk the berry every time I get set. Or if I turn over like the wrong way in my hammock, it'll kind of loosen up sometimes. So what I've done is took some shrink wrap. So I'm going to pull that up there. It's for electrical wiring. Just heated it up on there and it keeps it pretty good and snug. So that's one modification I've done there. Of course, this is just a little personal modification. Just added a little strap here for my bug net, so when I set in it, I don't sit on my bug net, and that was always a problem. And also, right down here on this double bottom, I added Velcro in several spots up through there, so it keeps my double bottom in check too. Okay, let's see, what else have I done? Oh, back over here, I added some tie outs on my hammock. You can see, and those are just bungee too. And of course I've got one on the front side too. I probably wouldn't never use it as much as I would the back one. It'd just be in the way, I would think, but while I was sewing I put it on there. So that's one modification, or a couple there. Now right here, now you guys are gonna like this. On my ridge line, which I just have a fixed loop here on this end, fixed back in itself with am steel, and right here that ridge line continues and goes on over to my Marlin spike hitch. Well, what I've done, I did kind of a simulation of another small whoopee sling. Put a little slack on that guy, and I can loosen my tarp up just like that, or I can tighten my tarp up just like that. Looky there. And I also did the shrink tape on there too. Of course, I haven't shortened this one yet. I had it with my hammock all the way stretched out, and it was only about a 6-inch draw, so I'll probably end up shortening this thing and putting a little turning berry on the inside, or a little bead or something. But now that right there was a great idea. I really like that. I hope I had that on camera. Let me show it again just in case I didn't. The nice thing about this right here is you can loosen your tarp up just like that and tighten it up the same way. It's just a little small whoopee sling built in right over the ridge line, and I did shrink tape on there, and this is my hook for my tarp, and also with a little bit of bungee cord here. Now what I've done different on my bungee cord, I know some people were kind of tying it in line with their tarp straps, but that just wasn't stout enough to keep mine as taut as I like it, so I just doubled back some good heavy duty cord. If it ever goes south, and I'll put another piece on or just tie it off. But with a nice little S-beaner right there. So that works pretty good, guys. Give that a shot, and especially these shrink tapes here, so you don't forget to milk the berry. Or if you do forget to milk the berry, it'll be there. And of course, right over here, a few of the last modifications I've done. You may remember some of these. Of course, I just use a basic toggle, which I have right here on the end of my ridge line. just tied off, and of course my scrunchy straps that I kind of came up with. They work pretty good. They don't scar the tree, and they scrunch up to smaller limbs or what have you. And I just did a little fixed knot system on my tree strap there. Okay, well that's some of the modifications I'm doing on my ridge lines, on my hammock system. And I think it's turned out pretty good. Of course, you know, you can tighten up the Whoopie Sling to give it more slack, to get it down to that 30-degree desired angle, or you can loosen it up and pull it out straight. I know a lot of people like their hammocks drawn up pretty straight. And you know, sometimes, honestly, through the night, I'll start out with a little slack, and I'll just reach up and push back on that. On the Whoopie Sling, and maybe just drop it just a little bit, just to make the lay a little bit different. But that's just some stuff I've been working on, wanting to share, and hopefully I'll be getting back out there pretty soon. All right, thanks guys.